position as sitting with the hip and the knee in 90-degree flexion.
Iliopsoas.
So, on somebody like him, he's a bigger guy, it's not going to be as easy in this position, but it can still be done. Where am I going to be looking for it? What area? Can you tell me, what area am I going to be looking for? It's going to be, it's going to be right in this area right there, right in the crease area, because it's a hip flexor, right? Why, if it's a hip flexor, do we not have him just stand and flex the hip? Can you do that?
Yeah, because you'll have things contracted to stabilize.
You'll have other things contracted as stabilizers, that's true. The midline of the bend of the hip is the area that you want to find, so that's why it says to have them sitting, because as soon as somebody sits, you're going to find the midline of the bend right there. And that right there is where it's going to be. So go ahead, back up and have a seat. So with him sitting, you have to dig a little bit. You have to get in here. Now, I'm making my fingers a little bit more broad than they need to be at first, because I want to feel as much of the structure as I can. So I'm going to say, relax your leg. Take this knee and lift it up towards the ceiling. Okay, and down. Not as high, just a little bit, and down. Okay, now, wherever my fingers are, tell me what you feel. Put your hand flat so you can feel the whole structure. Okay, lift up and down a little bit. Do you feel that in there? So, if anyone wants to feel on his, you can feel it really good on him. I was worried that, because he's a bigger guy, it might be tough, but put the flat part of your fingers in the crease right here and go ahead and lift up. And you can definitely feel it. And then when you want to go ahead a couple of times, you can feel the isolation in here. You can really feel it. So if I was going to put one finger on it, I would say right there. And you'll be able to feel that too. When you put your fingers on it, you'll feel a couple of different structures moving in here, but then you'll be able to isolate what's a tendon, what's muscle belly. You'll be able to feel the difference and then pinpoint. All right, so when you get with your partner, do that. Sartorius, same thing. You're gonna have them sit. Who can I get up here? Someone else jump up. Anybody? Jump up on the table. There you go. Same way, sitting with hip and knee. So we're gonna palpate on this one diagonally across the thigh. We know it's gonna go from here down to there somewhere, right? So the joint action is to go and cross your leg over. So I'm going to palpate in here. Go ahead and lift it up and over. And again, up too high. And it's right in here. And a couple of times. Do you see how I have several fingers on there right now? It's because I'm trying to feel different things, to feel what's contracting. I need you to lift your knee up when you bring your foot up. There we go. Now we're getting. Do it again. Good. Now I can feel it. Now we're in here. The reason I said lift the knee up, because at first she was just kind of doing this, which is what motion? Internal or external rotation?
External.
External, you guys are catching on to that trick. Very good. And it won't work unless they're actually flexing the hip while they're doing the external rotation. So that's how you find that one. All right.